today I'm gonna talking about television in American popular culture. And the writer said the home shopping channel is very charming for her, and that's so how I feel when I first time cooking by myself. You know, guess why? Because I saw this shopping channel all the time, and I learned a lot of cooking skill from this shopping channel. And I can be honest, I tell you, when I first time before I come to America, I have a terrible cooking skill. And I will start this article when what they talking about. After I presentation, you will know why the shopping channel becomes so popular and how I feel and what was inspired for me by this article. And let's start talking about this article now. This article, Confusion of Shopping Channel of Cookie, is talking about this writer changed her hobby recently. And the news, before she used to watching CNN and the Fox News, and after that the news and the news become too much sad in the television. So the doctor on TV, they suggest to her she should distance from herself from the news because that can make her mind so unhealthy. So after the doctor say she changed her hobby from to watch the TV news and to the shopping channel. And then she becomes so active because they couldn't wait to watching the shopping NBC every day. At first, she's trying to hide her hobby from her husband, but she get tired because she didn't wanna hide her view choice. And she find the show host is incredibly charismatic and informative because even they can sell the product to the person that never thought they would buy it, and so that she get lost in a lot of beautiful products. And she admits and she knows she has a problem and she is confusing, but she still can quit that problem. And maybe you feel the same feeling with me like this writer, because I did after I read this article. And I still remember when I first time watching the TV channel in America, and I was very active to watching the shopping channel. And before I didn't know that is the shopping channel because that didn't like they wanna sell the product to you. And in case is golf clubs, and the host introduced the golf clubs, the history, and that is very similar to the show and news. So I couldn't recognize that is true or not because I'm not a professional at all, and I'm just interested in that subject on TV. So another show is showing the same feeling for me, and they use a different way to show their product. They use a lot of related stories, and both of these examples is my sense of American home shopping channel. However, the writer has a right that she can stop whatever she wants, but she hasn't. There are the good things and bad things happening at the same time. So we can definitely say the shopping channel is a very good or very bad. And when I was in Taiwan, I most hated hated channel is the home shopping channel, because that is too exhausting and and it seems very built beside the American shopping channel. In addition, a lot of bad news is about the home shopping channel in Taiwan, because they sell the fake product, and the news always report that the debates between the buyer and the seller. So when we compare the Taiwan and the American, we can find a lot of different points in the shopping channel. I think that is a big revolution in the television, because that the shopping channel not only bring us to a lot of convenience, but also bring us a lot of more information about that product. Even though it has a lot of advantage, but that is still the business. The automatic goal is of this project is selling the product for you, and you should more carefully when you watch that TV show, and that can take you to the heaven, but also can take you to the hell. And this article is telling us about the home shopping channel is the trend in the 21st century. So a lot of viewers is the youngest in America, is the youngest and the worker, because now everybody wanna stay at home all the time because they doesn't have a lot of money to go out to play. So if I am the manager of the home shopping channel, I will create the show is selling the clothes and the shoes for the youngster and workers. And I will cooperation with the Bloomingdale, and I will promise they will have the same quality with the Bloomingdale, because the Bloomingdale is one of the most famous department store in the USA. So I also promise I will return it and return in the special contract store and exchange in the any Bloomingdale. And I will use the model or star to be host, because the people usually copy the clothes and start to wearing. And the magazine, all the photos are taken from the Hollywood star. So as you can see, the home shopping channel is open recently. So because it's a trend, I must to tell you, you should be careful when you watching this channel. You know what? Thank you for listening to my presentation. Do you have any questions?